Hello dear student, today I will discuss about plant adaptation, how to plant adapt in different environment. Now we are discuss about plant adaptation. Plant adaptation, plants can survive in many extreme environments. In order to survive such environments, these plants need to have adaptation. According to warming in 1909, on the basis of amount of water in the soil, plants were classified into following groups. These groups are there: hydrophytes, mesophytes, xerophytes and halophytes. In hydrophytes, plants that occur in water permanently, examples are Hydrilla, Pistia, Lamina, Wolfia, Spirodela, such that, and mesophyte, these plant community grow on neither too dry nor too wet conditions. Moderate amount of water, which means the oxygen supply to root is also moderate. Those plants are unable to grow in wet or damp soils. The next one is xerophytes. Xerophytes plants are those plants adapted in dry habitat called xerophytic plants. And next one, halophytes. Halophytes, plants that occur in marshy places only. The next is auxilophytes, the plants growing in acidic soils, and halophytes, the plants growing on saline soils. Psychrophytes, plants occurring on cold soils, and lithophytes, plants growing on rocks and stones. Psammophytes, plants occurring on sand and gravels. Those plants are livable on these those soil which have sand and gravel particles. Now we are discussed hydrophytes adaptation. How to hydrophyte adapt yourself in an aquatic environment, have a lots of air spaces in their tissues. When we TS in hydrophytes leaves or stems, so such condition are so here, air spaces is there, have lots of air spaces in their tissues. This helps them float and provide buoyancy of a particular plant which grow in hydrophytic conditions. Stomata are on the upper surface and have a cuticle on upper surface to exchange the gaseous, and these plants have a very thin cuticle submerged. These some hydrophytes plants pictures. This plant's name is Neptunia oleracea. This is Nymphia. The next slides also shows hydrophytes pictures. The next one is xerophytic adaptations. How to xerophyte plants adapt in our environment. Such phenomena, such characters are shows in this morphology of xerophytic plants. Well established root systems. Xerophytic plants have well established root system, grow deeply in all direction in order to anchor a plant in sandy soil and against the wind, helps them to maximize water uptake. The xerophytic plant have sunken stomata. Sunken stomata helps to create local humidity, decreases exposure to air currents. Presence of hairs, mainly known as trichomes, creates local humidity to next leaf, decrease exposure to air currents by reducing flow around stomata. The trichomes present around the stomata, which helps to reduce wind currents, fewer stomata, decreased transpiration in this where water is lost, thick waxy cuticle makes more waterproof, impermeable to water due to high heat and intense sunlight. Short life cycles. Many desert plants are called C4 or CAM, crassulacean acid metabolic plants. Transverse section through leaf of xerophytic plants, it shows the upper surface of cuticle, vein, upper multiple epidermis, vernal sheath as present here, palisade parenchyma present here, and guard cell covered with trichome hair-like structure, which help in to reduce direct current of air. Lower multiple epidermis, spongy parenchyma. These characters are shown in xerophytic plants. Some xerophytic plants like cactus, this cactus also grow in xerophytic conditions. The other xerophytic plants are there. And next one is halophytes. What is halophyte? Halophyte plants capable of normal growth on saline habitats and also able to thrive ordinary in soil. Plants survive to saline environment are termed as halophytes. Plant which can tolerate salt concentration over 0.5% at any stage of life. Plant which grow exclusively on salt soil. Very few plants are able to tolerate saline condition without serious damage. Most of halophytes prefer saline condition but can survive in freshwater environments. Most halophytes are restricted to saline environments. These some halophytes like that mangroves plants, roots in water, clogged soils are called breathing soils or pneumatophores. Pneumatophores are present in mangrove plants. These roots grow, reach the surface above the water in order to obtain carbon dioxide to survive marshes or swamps. These plants are also found in marshes and swamps. Some halophytic plants picture is there. Comparison between hydrophytes, xerophytes and halophytes and their adaptation morphological. According to base of morphological features, hydrophytes, xerophytes and halophytes in reference to leaves. This in hydrophytes, the submerged leaves are thin, much dissected, while aerial leaves are large, entire or slightly lobed, but in xerophytic conditions leaves may be thin or rigid, fleshy and leathery, and but halophytic plants leaves are thick and their surface are reduced. Okay.